Hello, my fellow scraps and crumb busters. So today we're going to work on the lemon peel quilt block part 2. As you can see in the video here, I'm showing you the lemon peel vine and leaves that we're going to work on. Also, we're going to work on stitching our individual 8x8 blocks together using the Quilt As You Go. This is pretty much the layout. There are 24 vines, 8x8 vines, and there are 36 lemon peel blocks. So we want to start by getting our leaves together. And this is one of the materials that does have some iron-on adhesive on the back of this, but and this is what you're going to get. You're going to cut your lemon peels, your leaves any size, because in nature you see that leaves do have different colors and sizes. And so here are our vines. I just took several scraps of green material, sewed them all together, and then cut with my rotary cutter gentle curves to make the vines. And then we're going to get that and we're going to place it on our 8x8 inch block on the diagonal, and we're going to stitch down using our blind hem stitch again. We're going to go ahead and stitch down our leaves and our vines. This is going to take some time, so enjoy it. Take your time, get a glass of wine, get a cup of coffee, put some music on, and enjoy it. You are creating. This is one of the highest forms of attention and energy, being creative. Yes. Going over the leaves. Some of my blocks have 4 leaves, 2. In nature you'll find different types, so I try to go by that. And here, this is sort of cute. We have different colors and we're just using our scraps. We're happy to use them up. Look what we would have thrown away. So, and now I'm showing you a block quilted together using the Quilt As You Go method. And now we're going to work on our corner pieces. So the corner pieces, because we're on a diagonal, we have to put in our corner pieces. So I take a block. I believe this one is going to be a 9x9, and I am using my walking foot. I'm stitching in my gradual curves, and this is how it looks. And I'm going to cut that in half on the diagonal. And it'll look just like this. And I'm not sure how many of those blocks we need, but we're going to cut it in half. And this is the back of that block, and I just love the little bugs. Cute, cutie, cute, cute. And so here are the back 1-inch strips that we're going to use for our Quilt As You Go. And I found it out of my scrap bags again, and this is a 2-inch. I have folded it in half and they've been starched, and we're going to begin. As you can see in this video here, that I've stitched a lot of the blocks away. This is a corner portion of our quilt, and yeah, we need a lint brush. So remember, pick up one, a 99-cent store, get a lot of them, especially when you're working in your crumbs. You're going to have a lot of thread and shedding, and so I'm trying to give you a better view of this corner piece that we're working on. I believe the size of this quilt, it may be for a nice size quilt. And here's our back. You can see all my scrap pieces that were used for the backing of the material. And then here's where our corner piece is going to go. So we get our black piece, and we want to be generous on the length of it, because we're going to go off a little. Give it an extra inch or two. And that's going to be the raw edges together there. And then on the back, we're going to get some scraps. And this is our 1 inch strip of material. And it goes to the back. Right sides facing together. And here's my Elegante 2. This model has been discontinued, but I love it. It's a little old, but it does the trick. I'm trying to show you my stitches on there. And yeah, so I've sewed the strips on, and now I'm gonna go ahead and put it on to our quilt. So we have the black in the front, and now to find the middle, we want to put our blocks together, insert a pin. We're going to do the same on our triangle piece, because we want to get it centered. And once we find that, we can go ahead and stitch this together. And we want to start with the back 1 inch strip. And here I'm going to pin it. We are not doing it. I am doing all this myself. I'm pinning it to the back of the block, the back of the 1 inch strip. And now I'm sewing it together. Sorry you can't see a better view. This is somewhat of a big piece of the quilt, and you can get an idea of what I'm doing. And we're going through a lot of bulk, guys. Remember that. And I'm still using a tight stitch, because I know this quilt is going to go through a lot of washing and handling, and I want to make sure that our stitches stay in for a while. Almost done. We're getting it done. I'm going to continue on sewing, and we know that we are centered because we put our pins, we folded the triangle and the square in half to make sure that we were right on point. And here we have it. This block has been sewn on. We still need to square it up. So let's get busy. Make your triangles and sew some of your blocks together. Make sure you lay it out. Take a picture so you can know. You won't make a mistake of how your leaves are going. I did that also. And this was part 2 of our lemon peel scraps and crumbs lemon peel block. Thanks so much for watching. And just remember, we will have a part 3. In part 3, we are going to be binding our quilt. We're going to add I think we're going to add something so that we can hang our quilt up. I may or may not. And here I am, but there's more. Scraps and Crumbs Lemon Peel Quilt Block Part 3. So get ready as we complete this quilt. And I'm sure you want to see how it looks completed. I believe I'm going to put another sashing around. I don't know if I want to do a scallop edge. Let's see. So if my video was helpful to you in any way, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks a lot. So let's get in there and knock those scraps and crumb piles of material out. It's such a rewarding feeling. Why would you not want to do that? Use those scraps, use those crumbs. See what we